Hi all, welcome to my vlog. We are continuing from our previous video. If you have not watched our previous video, you can get the links in the description below. From Gurney Plaza we reached to George Town, Little India by bus and explored the amazing streets of Penang. The Kapitan Keeling Mosque was built in the 19th century by Indian Muslim traders in Georgetown, Penang. Being a prominent Islamic historic center, it is part of the World Heritage Site of Georgetown and lies at the center of the city's Tamil Muslim neighborhood, the Chewjetty. It is the first permanent Muslim institution to have been established in the area, dating from the early 1800s. These are the tuk-tuk rickshaw of Georgetown. Take the tuk-tuk for an easy and comprehensive tour. It's 50 Rm per person and used to get around to see the picture art mural of the street. Armenian Street is home to the famous Children on a Bicycle mural by Ernest Zakharevic and various other forms of street art, as well as Chinese clan houses, museums, and shop houses that sell antiques and souvenirs. Chia Kongsi is one of the oldest Hokkien clan associations, a Chinese clan house dating back to the 19th century, which is located in Georgetown's Heritage Zone, is open from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. every day, and the entrance fee is 10 Rm for adults and 5 Rm for children's. The old bicycle in front of a house is one of the most famous exhibits by Ernest. On the wall behind the bicycle, a mural of two kids is painted. The girl is riding the bicycle and taking his younger brother to a playground, to their home, or maybe some other special place that only these two kids know about. Whatever the place, they sure seem to be having a lot of fun while riding this bicycle parked outside an old house. According to Ernest, this art was inspired by two siblings he met during his work in Georgetown, so it is as close to reality as it gets. This modern hawker center is located on Armenian Street at the Weld Quay. You can find just about every food style you might be looking for, a dim sum cafeteria, Western-style barbecue, and of course, plenty of stalls serving Penang and Hainanese cuisines. This 60-year-old temple on Chewjetty pays homage to the Monkey King. Chow Yuan Kong is a temple for good health. This is at the entrance of Chew Jetty. Chewjetty is one of 7 remaining jetty communities, villages with the family names of the residents, built over the water atop pilings along Weld Key, the southeastern waterfront of Old George Town, less than 2 miles from the mainland of Malaysia. The 7 include the Ong, Lim, Tan, Li, Yeo and Kowi clan settlements in addition to Chew, now the largest community and most accessible and encouraging of visitors. The jetties were built beginning in the late 19th century to accommodate immigrant workers and their families who came from coastal areas of China to work as laborers in the growing Asian maritime trade. After the city center was designated a World Heritage Site by UNESCO in 2008, the Clan Jetties became a heritage tourism destination. The Chew Jetty was developed by the Chew clan originating from Zinglansh in Tongan, Xiamen. It is the focal point of the annual Jade Emperor's birthday celebrations falling on the 9th day of the Chinese New Year. The jetty also houses places of worship dedicated to Chinese deities, including Basheng and Zuanshan. Following the inscription of the city center as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, heritage tourism grew at Chewjetty, resulting in an estimated 30% of the houses being converted into commercial outlets as of 2017. The Lim Jetty is dominated by the Lim clan, who originally hailed from Hukansewing in Tongan, Xiamen. It is characterized by houses with zinc roofs that are segregated into 2 distinct areas, with a single row of wooden huts lining the seafront walkway. The Lim Jetty is also home to a few places of worship that are dedicated to Chinese deities such as Mazu, Yama, and Shenong, among others. A dragon boat, once a star of hotly contested races among the clans. Chew Jetty is a living museum that showcases the lives of the early settlers and their impact on the development of Penang. It's also a focal point for Chinese New Year celebrations, with a large public procession on the 9th day of the festival to honor the Jade Emperor. Stop by here after the Clan Jetty visit, as they have better choice of meals from dim sum till Texas barbecue. Especially love those Portuguese egg tarts and deep fried yam balls. Also try some nice Thai sausages and mu ping, which is famous here. They do have a rule that all patrons must order drinks, else they must charge table and chair. But if you buy meals from the stalls, 5 favorite drinks will be offered at 1 Rm each. Egg noodles wonton will cost you 5 Rm. And you get to order a drinks at 1 Rm. Why not? It's cheaper and tastier than a Starbucks. Langkawi Ferry and Bus Terminal is the one of the main bus terminal for George Town. Located along Langkawi on the George Town waterfront, this is the hub for the rapid Penang buses. The Langkawi Ferry and Bus Terminal is located adjacent to Penang Raja Tun Uda, the ferry jetty, hence buses headed this way usually bear the jetty signage. We planned for our early morning train tomorrow to Kuala Lumpur, so we are here to check for the ferry timing so we can reach Butterworth on time to catch our train. The Penang Raja Tun Uda terminal is used to be connecting Butterworth and George Town Penang by ferry. They charge 2 Rm and will take 10 to 20 minutes to reach the other side considering the peak time. We tried to book online, but they needed a local phone number to book, and also the tickets only valid on the date of purchase, so we couldn't book in advance. Hence I've reached here directly today, and let's confirm all timing as per the website, so we need not to get tensed in the morning. We heard from the locals that the island has two main connection to the mainland. One is the ferry by sea, which even used to carry the bike in them to the other side, and the Penang rapid bus through the great connecting bridge by road. The ferry is the fastest way to commute to the mainland between Butterworth and George Town in 10 to 20 minutes, and whereas the bus used to take an hour. Until 2023, it was free to cross from Penang Island to Butterworth. But there's now a charge in both directions, costing 2 Rm per journey for adults, and children aged 5 to 12 to pay 1 Rm for the journey. After buying your tickets, scan the QR code at the gate and walk into the waiting area. It's recently been renovated, with plenty of seating, air conditioning, free Wi-Fi, laptop stations and power points. We came to know that cash is not accepted here. You can use only credit or debit cards and touch and go cards here to purchase the ferry ticket. As everything being renovated, they have new system, new air-conditioned ferry, and new terminal for operation. So guys, plan accordingly. After we inquired about tomorrow's ferry, we started to stroll around the streets of again and saw many heritage buildings and street art on our way. We came near Little India where there was a lot of place to eat and shop. Each street had different pies of products and it practically vibed like India. For a moment I couldn't realize where I was. The Arulmigu Sri Mahamariamman Temple is a Hindu temple within George Town in Penang. It is the oldest Hindu temple in the state. It was built in 1833 and features sculptures of gods and goddesses over its main entrance and facade. It is also known as Mariamman Temple or Queen Street Indian Temple. Later we reached the Chulia street for dinner. They had a lot of hawker stalls and many fancy restaurants to dine. Finally, we settled down on Agenda Cafe. It was pretty high for our budget, but we just gave a try as we had a long day. We had some soup, nasi goreng, some prawn and fries. Then we headed straight back to our hostel for the day, as we have a early morning ferry followed by train to Kuala Lumpur. That's the end of our video today. We'll get back to you next week and continue our journey digitally. Until then, if you have not subscribed to our channel, subscribe now and travel digitally with me.